What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're ready to get hooked on another drawing, because today we're drawing a fish. Okay, so the first thing that you could do is you could download this character content if you're able to do so. And that's just available to you in the description there. There's a link. Simply click on that. You can download it and you can work in the same workspace that I'm working in. The character content will be on the left-hand side, the drawing space on the right. If this is still too small of a space, simply just print this off so you have your instructions and work on a separate piece of paper. We are going to, so the lineup, what are we drawing with? We're going to draw this. Our materials, we are drawing with an HB pencil, so that's just a typical regular everyday pencil. Then what we're going to do is we're going to clean things up with our kneaded eraser. If you have a white or a pink eraser, that'll do just fine, but there's definitely some benefits to having this one. And then this is kind of optional. I'm either going to outline it in a black fine tip marker or just a black pencil crayon. And then I'm going to be coloring it in as a finished product. If you don't want to outline and you just like to color it in, simply just draw, erase, and then get ready to go with your pencil crayon, or for that matter, anything that you're choosing to finish it off with. It could be markers. I'm using pencil crayon, so it's always handy to have a pencil sharpener nearby. So I'm just going to put everything off to the side for now, except that HB pencil, and I'm ready to get to it. So if you're new to the character content, it's just our step-by-step instructions here, so you have more of a visual to draw with. And we're going to assemble this just like we would building blocks or Lego, and it's step-by-step, easy to follow. So let's start things off with step number 1 right now. You can do the same thing in your little character content box here. We're just going to start, the face is going to be like circle shape, but then the body is going to be more like this. Like step 2, we'll get into this fancy little triangle here. So let's just start things off with that sphere. So nice and light, the whole arm action. You know the saying, keep it light so you know it's right. I'm drawing dark so it shows up better on this thing. Here we go. So our face shape is going to be somewhere in here, okay? So this is where our fish's face is going to be. Right, and that step 1 is kind of done there. Let's put in our reference line. So I'm going to have you, if this is dead smack right in the middle, like dividing the left and the right face evenly, I'm going to have you come off a little bit more to the left. So our fishy here, okay, is going to be facing the viewer's left. And I am going to draw the eye line in here. If this is perfectly separating the sphere from the top and the bottom evenly, I'm just going to kind of hang it out just a little, ever so slightly just above the half line here. I'm just going to curve it around like a smiley face line here. Okay, so just a rough indication, hey, these are where the eyes are going to be. Bringing in that face reference sheet to the frame here. We are doing the 3/4 front left view where our fish is facing the viewer's left. Okay, not totally all the way to the left, just a little bit so you can still see both eyes, not one. Remember, it's a cartoon, anything goes, just guidelines. Step 1 is done. Step 2, what we're going to do is we're going to make our fish's body, and we're going to start from the top of the head here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to very, very lightly here, you're just going to sketch, okay, down to a point here, just a nice little curve. Again, if you want to, you can do something like this. Start here and end here, and just keep on going over that line. You don't even have to make a mark on it, right? And what you do is you develop that muscle memory. Simply start at the top of the head, and you're able to reproduce that exact curve if you want. If you want to make it a little bit more curved, hey, you're the artist. And let's grab it right from the bottom of the face there, and let's curve to just a point here. So you got something like this. So we got our face, and we got the body, the fish's body here. And that was step 2, and that's step 2 done. Step 3 is going to be the tail, okay? Just at the tail end here. I'm kidding, we're at the beginning of the video, but the tail end of the drawing here, for this point down, we're just going to put in our little fish's tail here. So we're going to curve up, and we're going to go it's like a little C here. See what I'm doing? And then we're going to connect right back to the body here. Just like this, it's a curved line. So this is curved a little this way, and that set a little backwards, or not backwards, a proper C. I'm all over the place today. Proper C, and connect back here. You can see face, body, tail, Boom, just like that. I'm not gonna leave you floundering around anywhere, treading water. Those are fish jokes. Sounds a little fishy. Okay, let's go into step 4. Let's put those eyeballs in, okay? So we got 1 and 2. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, you know what, we're gonna, just the way that we did the face, we did it as a circle. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go around and around and around again, but an oval. Again, if you wanna get a feel for the eyes here, okay, you can definitely do that. I'm gonna drop mine in like right here. So I'll put a little bit of a mark here. So I'm just, this will be right here. And I'm just gonna kind of keep that eye line in the middle. And yeah, you know what? I'm gonna draw one eye here. And then what I'm gonna do with the other eye is I'm gonna kind of just, I might touch this line. I think I'm gonna go right here. You know what? I'm gonna touch a line. Why not? We'll touch a line here. And I'm gonna be coming and extending it off the face here. Okay, so my other eye is going to be here. So it touches that center line and it's right in there. So we got 1 and 2. So again, this one touched that reference line. Cool. Step 4 is done. All right, let's put in the fish's, like the iris here, okay, with a pupil or a little highlight. So how that goes is we're just going to start things off with a little bit of the circle. So look at the outside circle. So we're going to drop in 1 here. And we're going to drop in our second one here. And then if you look, there's a little circle at the top. So a little circle like this. And we'll do the second one too at the same time, a little circle like this. And then what you want to do is you just want to kind of make a second circle inside here. Okay, so we're going to start here and we're going to go around. What we want to do is we want to leave, see here, we want to leave this kind of like gap all the way around because that's going to be our fish's eye color. All right, the center inside here, that's just going to be black. And if you want to do that already, because it's a pupil, okay, you can do that so you can tell, hey, this is going to be the eye color, this is the black of the eye, and then that's the highlight. Nice. And that was step 5, and that's step 5 done. Let's go step 6. All right, we're going to put in our fish's nose here. You can call it a nose, sure, it's a nose. Nose/mouth, nose and the top of the mouth. Okay, we'll get into the other part of the mouth in step 7. So if you want, you can actually put that step 7 there and see where the eye is here. See this eye? What we're going to do is we're just going to follow the inside of this eye here, and we're just going to extend out like this. Okay, you can extend out as far as you want, like little subtle changes like raising it, lowering it, making it bigger, making it smaller, alters the face. Just make sure your lines are sketchy, okay? So you can easily erase them. And we're just going to do a nice big smile line in here, okay? Something like that. And cap things off. It's a frown, but it's kind of like on the side here, okay? Just off to the side a little bit, and I'm going to actually shrink mine, and I'm going to go here. Again, benefit of keeping it light, you just go like this, take out any unwanted marks. Cool, so step 6 is done. And what I'm going to actually do is, I'm going to put in this line here. See, the mouth comes up, you got like a little bit of a smile going on. I'm just going to put a little bit of a curve here. Okay, I'm going to add this one in to your steps. Just going to curve that in. That's awesome. Okay, so that's just the start of his cheek there. Nice. Step 7, what we're going to do is we're going to actually start right here. We're going to start here. We're going to hook around. And this part of the line, okay, what it is it's just like a double line. It's kind of underneath. So if you watch, I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to pick it up from the on top of the nose there. It's like his fish lips there. I'm going to go here. We're going to curve right back, and we're going to get nice and narrow to here. So we're going to go to a point. So again, we start on top, we curve around, nice little wrap around, follow the same line here, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to make it to a point there, and then hit the fish lips. Nice. All right, let's put in where the teeth are going to be, okay? So this is just a big, right from here, so you can landmark it right from here. We are just going to make a big like elongated U here. A big smile. And then it's just that like almost like a heart rate monitor in here. Teeth are together, so just a series of like triangles. You can make big ones or small ones. Step 7 is done. Okay, step 8, what we're going to do is with step 8 is this line picks up from here. And it's just the bottom lip. So we're just going to go like this. See the line here? We're just going to mimic that line again. We're just going to kind of copy it, but we're just dropping it down like this far. Okay, for the bottom part of the lip. Nice, and that's done. What you can do in this part here, you can see the circle for the face. You can just kind of, if you want, just carry that part of the sphere here. Okay, the initial circle, we can definitely do that. And I'm just going over some things so you can get a good idea of which, like this is an eye, this is a nose kind of thing. So it just stands out just a little bit more, okay? If it wasn't already. Alrighty, so that was step 8 done. Step 9, what we're going to do is we're going to put in, okay, we'll do step 9 as both of these big like sad sack like frowns. Okay, and what they are is they're just the upper like eyelids here. So we're just going to start right here, and we're going to do the first one here. So curve up and down to here. Give yourself a little bit of a gap. And we're going to do the second one just in here. And the same thing, we're just going to extend up. It's okay, like see our initial face shape here. It's okay if you come off of like the head as well. That's cool. And then see where the face shape was. We're just going to carry that line through here. And if what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of darken up the body so we can see this just a bit. Again, you don't have to. I really encourage you to keep it light, okay? Nice, you can see how the face is really taking shape. That was step 9 was done. Okay, let's put some brows. Let's get the brows. So step 10 is going to be some eyebrows. Let's just treat them as frown lines. So we can go 1 in here and 2 in here. If you want to thicken them up a little bit, make them more like caterpillars. Got it? Step 10 is done. See where you did the initial part of the face, like see the right side of this circle? What we're going to do is we're just going to get into step 11 here. And this part here, this line, is just the side of the face here, that sphere. You're going to put a line just like this. Just follow your circle. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of do this. Like I said, it's like if it's a shape, it's like a letter, it's a backward C, but it's got a little bit more of like a boxiness to it. So it starts very narrow here, and then it gets wider as you leave this line. And this is one of our fish's fins. Okay, remember to keep it light, sketch it out. You can make it smaller if you like to. Okay, just, again, you're the artist. Step 11 is done. Step 12. Okay, step 12 is going to be this left fin here. And now this one is more like a proper C, but again, it's got, instead of it being so curved, it like kind of comes up to like where there would be a point, and then it wraps around. Again, it goes closer to the body, it's more narrower, and as you leave out, it gets wider, and then we just wrap around. So I'm going to start here. I'll give you a reference here, and I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to come out. Again, you can make it as big as you want. I'm going to wrap around and come right back. There. Cool. There's our second fin. I like it. Now I kind of want to shrink, be honest, I kind of want to shrink this one in. So see how they look like they're lined up, but just a little bit more. I think I want to do that. I think I want to just, I'm going to come in somewhere like this. benefit of drawing light. I'm going to just alter it to there. Nice. Okay, step 13. Let's start to put on our top, like fins here, okay? So what we can do is we're going to put a little bit of a mark where we want this to start. So right where that reference line was, I think I'm going to start mine right there. Actually, you know what? Let's start it behind here. Let's go right behind here. See how it's hooked around? Let's go right here. We're going to start here. And we can end these, like you can put in much more. You can see 1, 2, 3, I have 4 points here. But we can extend, you can put it all the way down. You can start here and end here. Okay, so I'm going to go somewhere in here. Somewhere in here. So I'm going to start here and end here. And you can come up as high as you want. And it's just a curved line up to a point. Okay, and then you are going to make these swooshes down like as big as you want. It really looks like a big wave line. You know, if you're doing, if I said, okay, like draw like waves, probably do something like this. Cool. So see how it's like much taller here and I got much smaller. So it went from big to small. And that's step 13 done. Now, when you're doing this, you could choose to do this when you're coloring. If not, see the points, just connect them back. Again, you don't have to do this. So right at the top there on the point, connect them back in like backward C's, okay? So they just curve just ever so slightly. Back there. Cool, cool. And what I'm gonna do is we did that step 13, 14. You're just gonna do the same thing, but on the bottom. And again, you know what? I'm gonna start right here. Okay, so just a little bit to the right of that bottom part, like the bottom lip. And I'm going to end, you know, I'll make these ones kind of look like they're lined up a little bit here. And I'm just gonna do the opposite. So I'm curving down like this to a point. It's just the same thing. It's a backwards like wave. What I would do is if you're having a hard time drawing it, like this was easy because it's typically how you do like waves. Turn it around. You just spin it around. I have mine taped down here so it can't move. I'm stuck like that. But if not, I would have spun it around too. Again, you gotta do what works best for you. Do something. Yeah, you know what? I can do something like that. And if you want, see again the point, you could, in that backward C, so 1, connect back to the body, 2, 3, and 4. All right? Nice. We're almost there. We're almost there. 15. 15, these are just some like fish markings in here. I have 2, you can add some stripes in wherever you want. I'm just going to add 1 in here, something like that. And I'm going to add my second one in here. Okay, so my little fish markings. And then step 16, our very last one, you can see they're just a series of like little circles. Like, you know, if you're doing a person, they're like freckles. Usually I do them in like, if I add freckles and I go like this, I like to do them in like a triangle. But these could be like spots for our fish too. And again, you can use way more than 6. I'm going to do those there. I'm going to do them here too. You know, it's a cartoon, kind of looks like our fish has got a little bit of freckles. But you know what? I really, really like that. I think that looks cool. And that's our drawing done. Now, normally what I do is I go in and I ink this. First, what I like to do is I take my kneaded eraser and I really lighten up all my line work. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do just that. Again, if you just have a pink or white eraser, just drag it across. You can still, even with those erasers, you know, the ones that look like 5-cent gum, kind of dating myself a little bit. But if you know, you know. Okay, 5-cent gum. Good times. So you can drag it like that with your pink or your white eraser. And even with your pink and white eraser, you can still use it like sticky tack, to tell you the truth. Benefits of our kneaded eraser is you can, the sausage link, and just simply roll over it. If you're somebody who really likes the shade, I said this thing is amazing, a must-have tool. Nice. Okay, so it's nice and light here. You could just go in and start coloring, and I think that's what I'm going to do this time around. I'm not going to outline this at all. I think I'm just going to keep it like this. Cool. So any unwanted marks or smudges, get rid of them. Otherwise, I'm going to see you when I'm done. And there you have it. Hopefully you made a splash with this one and you had a lot of fun when you were doing this as well. I know that I had a blast coloring this one in. Again, you didn't have to do all this fancy coloring. You could have just done flat blocks of color, and you do whatever colors you want to do. Hopefully you're hooked on this one just a little bit more. You're starting to get the idea of the character content and the finished product. We just have to sign off on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in black pencil crayon, just because I use pencil crayon for this. I didn't outline it in marker this time. And artists typically sign on the bottom right always. So I'm just going to give myself a little signature right here. Okay. So just a quick MM. I'm going to darken it up just a little bit more. Sign off on it. Okay. All right, more than anything, what I'm hoping is that you're really taking the bait with this character content here, and you're really finding a lot of value and use for this. If you like, what I'd like you to do is you can share your artwork with me at myart_teacher. That's on Instagram and TikTok. That's again, myart_teacher. I'm not fishing for compliments by any means, but I would like to definitely see your work if you are comfortable to show it. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Take care. Best of luck.